Howdy, with this video, I want to go over the song analysis essay, make sure you understand what I'm looking for and that we're all on the same page. Just to go over the schedule real quickly, hopefully by this time, by the time you're watching this video, you've done the intro paragraph, kind of see how to format the basic MLA essay, done the syllabus quiz, hopefully you've done journals 1 through 3, kind of know what you're getting into, maybe just a little bit. But for next week, that's where we're really working on the song analysis. The first 2 paragraphs are due on Tuesday the 9th. I'm probably going to already kind of know your topic and everything by looking at the MLA formatting exercises, but these first 2 paragraphs, just want to take a look at, make sure you got started on the essay, you've settled on which song you're going to work with, and you're starting your research and getting into your writing. The 10th, nothing to do, you should be working on the essay. The draft's due next Thursday night on the 11th. For the draft, should be a full draft with the works cited space and everything. The more you have, the more we can help you with, right? Once those drafts come in, I'm going to send out the peer reviews. Those will probably come out early Friday. You're going to get the drafts of 2 other people. They're going to try and help you. You're going to try and help them with their drafts. They're going to try and help you with your draft. Generally, students can identify problems within an essay. They may not be able to label it, like an English teacher might. But generally, students know when something sounds right or something doesn't sound right. But basically, you're just going to get a series of questions about the drafts, and you're just going to answer those questions. You're not grading the draft or anything like that, right? But those are due on Friday. Over the weekend, I'll be taking a look at those, make sure the peer reviewer doesn't mislead the writer, offer some commentary of my own. And then on Monday the 15th, the song analysis is due, the final version, once you get those peer reviews back. It sounds like we're moving quickly, but keep in mind, once that song analysis is in, we only have about 3.5 more weeks of class. So this class, excuse me, does move quickly, and we got to kind of stay on top of things. But that's kind of the schedule for a little bit. I want to look at the actual essay. The essay is located, if you go to the table of contents and come down to essay and project assignments, the MLA song analysis assignments right there. And the assignment will pop up. I already got it uploaded here, so nope. Yeah, nope. There we go. Let me make that a little bit bigger. For the song analysis, you're going to write a 1,250-word analysis of why you like one song from one particular performance or album or YouTube video or a concert you want to. But it has to be one performance of the song, so we can kind of, we can all kind of be on the same page there. 1,250 words sounds like a lot, but once you get into it, generally word count's not a problem. I mean, for your first essay, if you haven't written an essay in a while, it's probably like, wow, I don't even know if I know that many words. But you can use some words twice or maybe even 3 times. But generally word count's not a problem once you actually get into it and see what you have to do. As you're considering the song you want to use for this song analysis, keep in mind the basic thrust of this essay is, why do you like the song? What does it mean to you? Not what happens in the song. So you're not trying to find the coolest, most complex song ever written. You just want a song that brings back memories for you, that might remind you of another person, or might remind you of when you were younger and more carefree and didn't have to write essays like this. You might like something about the lyrics. They might hold a particular truth for you that came to you at a particular time in your life. Or it's hard to tell. One problem with this essay is I can't offer suggestions because I don't know your life or what songs you like or have heard or anything like that. So you kind of generate the topic here. But do you like the beat? Do you have a song that when you're feeling down in the dumps and you need to pick me up, you put this song in and boom, you're dancing and happy, and the day's much brighter simply because you heard this song. But again, don't try and pick the coolest song, the most profound song. One of the better essays I've read was one on the Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini song, which is not the greatest song ever written, but this is a song that reminded the author of her grandmother. They listened to it together and giggled and laughed and had a great time. And if I remember right, her grandmother's no longer with us, so it reminded her of somebody she used to know. I guess she still knows her through the song. So the song had meaning there. At one point, the grandmother searched all over town trying to find the writer an itsy bitsy teensy weensy yellow polka dot bikini to wear to the beach, and eventually found one. And another powerful meaning about the song was that somebody else cared enough about her to try and find her this object that's represented in the song, and that brought a lot of good memories back to her as well. And also, it's kind of a fun song. It can pick you up when you're feeling kind of sad. So a lot of interesting things to like about the song for this particular writer, and she wrote a very good essay based on those ideas. So it can be something like that. If I had to think of a song, "Bang Your Head" by Quiet Riot might be a song I pick. I would never argue that's the greatest song ever written. It may be a song that other people hate. And a lot of you are probably going like, I don't even know what song that is. I'm showing my age a little bit there. But it brings back certain memories for me. It reminds me of certain people at a certain time. It could be a good song for me to work with, even though it's not the greatest song ever written. So kind of be thinking along those lines. Is there a song that reminds you of your one of your parents or a grandmother or one of your children or something like that? That can be a good song to work with, even though the song means a lot more to you than it might mean to somebody else. Some other requirements for the essay: we're going to employ MLA formatting. I'm going to go over that with YouTube video number 4. This one's going to be number 5. You should use at least 3 sources in your essay. You're going to have to provide biography and some definition about a genre, and that's where and of course the lyrics. Those are going to be your 3 sources probably. You might have more, but you have to have those 3 minimum. Going to have a short quote, long quote, summary, and paraphrase within the essay. You need at least 1 semicolon, a colon, a set of dashes, a set of ellipses, a set of brackets. Just want to get used to using those punctuation. That's kind of a good sign of a more mature writer if you can use these properly. We're going to have some banned words in this class. Shouldn't be using you. You're not telling me why I like the song. You may pick a song I absolutely hate, but it'll be interesting with the essay because I get to see why you like the song. So don't use the word you. Don't say when you listen to the lyrics you do this. I may just write in there, no, I don't, just to be honorary or something. So kind of avoid that shift to second person. We want to kind of avoid got. It's kind of a catch-all verb we use. I got a pizza, I got a boyfriend, I got coronavirus. There's generally more accurate verbs there than got that we can use within our writing. Same thing with it. It tends to lead students into the use of passive voice and also vague pronoun references. Quite often, if you use it in your essay, I'm just going to say, well, what is it here? And then usually the student goes like, I don't know. It's like, well, it's your essay. You should know what this pronoun refers to. But again, that's only if it's in a direct quote. If like some lyric has the word in it and you have to use it, that's fine. You can't help what other people say, but you shouldn't be using it in your writing. You got to notice with this essay, it's going to be broken down into some sections. The first section, you're going to introduce the song. You want to talk about where you heard it. Is it a specific performance? Were you at a live performance of it? Did you come across it on YouTube? Did you just kind of hear it out of the blue while you were with your friends and all of a sudden it became your song? But you want to tell us the specific song, the artist, and the specific album or performance you're going to talk about. And give the example there, if you saw Bruno Mars' performance of Uptown Funk at Super Bowl 50, it's much different than the official YouTube video. But you should also provide a short biography of the artist's career, brief history of the song, if it's warranted, brief introduction to the song. This is where you're going to start using sources. You didn't wake up this morning knowing everything about the artist you're going to talk about. And this kind of depends on your artist. Some artists, if you're going to do like a Michael Jackson song, there's going to be so much information out there, you're going to have to figure out how to narrow that down. If it's kind of a local artist who it's not particularly well known, the biography might be a little different. But again, you're going to be using sources for this information. You have to document those sources. Also, you're going to provide a brief plot summary. Brief, 2, 3, 4 sentences tops. What's the song kind of mean to you? What do you think's happening in the song? But keep it short. Don't sit there and go, line by line, stanza by stanza through a song and tell me every little thing that's happening. I'm just going to be like, no, stop. I'm going to listen to the song before I read your essay anyway. But you just want to kind of help the reader, particularly a reader who's never heard of the song, kind of understand what's going on there, so they can kind of keep up with your essay. And again, that should be short, 3 to 4 sentences for the plot summary. So that depends on your artist. This might be 1 paragraph, it might be 2 paragraphs. Kind of depends on who you're working with and what you're getting into there. The second section of the essay, you're going to define the song's genre. Again, you're going to have to use a source for this. And you want to kind of come to as specific a genre title as possible. Don't just say it's a country song. There's rockabilly, pop rock, pop country, the old bluegrass. There's all kinds of different types of country music. Make sure you use it in a specific genre as possible. You want to talk about the general hallmarks of the genre, what kind of instruments are in it, what to sound like, where to originate, things like that. And also kind of put the artist within that genre. If you didn't know, Hotel California by the Eagles was considered a reggae song, according to the Grammys. So, you want to try and, but obviously the Eagles are not a reggae group. But sometimes artists, delve into different types of music, and the genre may not always be what the artist always falls into. The song may not be the genre of the song may not be the same genre the artist usually works in. So I think it's kind of interesting as well. Section 3 is going to be the bulk of the essay. This is where you're going to give us 3 reasons the song means something to you. You want to develop these paragraphs using quotes from the song for support. So if you say the song reminds me of my little sister, what lyrics particularly bring out that kind of memory for you, or that kind of feeling for you. You're not going to summarize the song in section 3 of the essay. You're not going to tell me too much what happens in the song. You've already done this with your plot summary up there in the first section. So you're telling me why this song means something to you using lyrics from the song to support what you're saying. You can kind of see you need to quote at least 3 times from the lyrics. Each of those paragraphs should be at least 150 words. That's the minimum. If you're not reaching the minimum word count, there's probably something you're not developing in the paragraph, or you just kind of picked something that you haven't been able to develop. If you pick a song and you say, I like it because it rocks, and then I say, well, can you develop that? And you're like, really rocks. You may need to pick another point to develop there. Or you need to define what you mean. What do you mean by rocks? And tell me how it makes you feel and what it makes you do, what kind of responses you have to it. Then the last section is your conclusion. Don't just repeat what you said in your essay. What are we supposed to take away from this song analysis that you've done, or the song appreciation that you've done, or does this song kind of represent what music can do almost medically for us sometimes, right? Music can soothe our soul, so to speak, and make us feel better, or get us through hard times. We sing songs at funerals, at weddings. Music has a profound influence on us. So don't just go back and repeat what you've already said about the song. Kind of bring it up to the bigger level. That's another good song you might use is if you're a married person. What song did they play at your wedding? Well, could be a good song to work with. It may not be the best song ever written, but it might mean something to you and your partner. So kind of be careful with that. Some students are kind of taught to just summarize your essay in the conclusion. Once you do a lot more than that, take us out to the big picture. Give us the overall meaning of your analysis and what we're supposed to take away from it. Other than that, you like the song. The section 5 is going to be the works citus page. You're going to get more about that with YouTube video number 4. And after that, you're going to have the song lyrics. Make sure when you're quoting within your essay in section 3 from the song, you're using the lyrics you provide at the end of your essay. That's about it. So again, the trick is to find that song that means something to you, that you can really develop some good ideas with. To look at a sample song analysis, and the sample song analysis is down here. Internet's a little slow today. Under Help Resources and Sample Essays, if you click on that, you'll see the sample song analysis there. I like to pull them up so that I can make them bigger and highlight them and stuff like that. But you're going to see a sample essay with my commentary on the side, pointing out some of the technical components. And let's take a look at that. Yep, here. Like I said, it's easier for me to make it bigger. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. Notice a few things. It's formatted properly. Last name, page number in the header. Everything's double spaced. Title page information, centered title, all that good stuff. But getting into the essay, she's going to start talking about Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. We'll cover a pretty good little song there. And she starts talking about a little biography there. I notice she uses a long quote to give some of the information about 21 Pilots. We're going to talk about the MLA formatting in YouTube video number 4, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But she introduces the information, makes it clear where it's coming from. Kind of pay attention to the notes on the side, obviously. But she gives the biographical information, gives us a little more information about the song, where it came from, what the song's about. Pretty easy song to summarize there. So then she gets into the genre, talking about rap rock. And hopefully, as you talk about the genre, I can come up with other examples in my head. Like when I read her definition, I start thinking about Run DMC, not Run DMC, Rage Against the Machine, right? Kind of another example of rap rock going on there. But she gives works with the genre, talks about how the 21 Pilots kind of fits into it or doesn't, or some bands are just dabble in different stuff, and other bands are just hardcore. We're a thrash metal band, and that's all we play. So every essay is going to be a little bit different. And hopefully, they're going to be a little bit different. I don't want to read the same essay over and over. Then she's going to get into the 3 reasons she likes the song. Make sure you're developing the paragraphs. You can kind of see I'm complaining about this paragraph a little bit. She kind of ends in mid-thought. She could keep developing it a little bit. But she's doing a pretty good job overall of meeting the assignment guidelines, using quotes to support what she's saying, giving good examples of why she likes the song, getting in here about how it puts her in a better mood. Then her third point reminds her of a particular time in her life, and she gets into that. And again, with these, when you get in these paragraphs, you want to be as specific as possible. Don't just say, "Oh, this song kind of reminds me about the beach." It was summer 2012 when I first saw the ocean for the first time, and this song was playing in the car, and kind of make it come alive for us. Make sure you use good description and figurative language. You can see with the conclusion, decent conclusion. She's kind of trying to recommend the song. Try not to do that. Again, I may hate 21 Pilots and hate this song, and I'm not going to buy her conclusion if she says we ought to listen to it. I want to know, what it's supposed to do on a broader level. So does it represent how music has this profound impact on our lives and throughout our lives, right? What's going on? What else can she tell us about the significance of her analysis? But pretty good overall. Notice she's putting the song title in quote marks. The album titles get italicized. Then she has a properly formatted works citus page, which we'll get into in number 4, and she has a copy of the lyrics here. And again, the quotes from the lyrics in her essay should match the quotes down here. But a pretty good representation of how the essay should work. There's a few problems with the essay, which you'll see there in the comments, but good one overall. And she's meeting the assignment guidelines. Hopefully that helps. Again, every once in a while, make sure you come back and reread the assignment sheet. It's easy to get a little sidetracked. You don't want to spend, the essay is not about genre, or it's not about the biography. It's about the 3 reasons you like the song. So be careful you're not getting too lost in trying to give me every little detail about their lives. You're supposed to be summarizing the biography and the genre information, and then developing fully these 3 paragraphs about why your appreciation of the song, or why it means something to you. Alrighty. As always, be sure and let me know if you have questions as you start working on the assignment. But we're going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.